My name is Jessica Bloom, and today I'm going to be talking about the Boundary Waters Canoe Area, also known as the BWCA. According to the U.S. Forest Service, in 2012, the Boundary Waters is a nationally protected park with over 1 million acres of lakes, rivers, cliffs, caves, and forests. It spans between two countries, the United States of America and Canada, and it also is incorporated into 2 national parks. It became a legal protected wilderness area in 1964 due to the Wilderness Act of 1964. The BWCA sees 250,000 visitors annually, according to the BWCA.com in 2002. The BWCA was carved out by glaciers millions and millions of years ago. These glaciers created cliffs and canyons and hills and beaches and lakes and streams and forests, and once the glaciers left, they left behind a beautiful environment that is seen by hundreds of thousands of people every year. According to the U.S. Forest System of 2012, in the 1600s, French voyagers actually used the Boundary Waters to canoe in between the two countries. In the 1730s, it became a route that the voyagers and traders used to trade beaver pelts and other kinds of pelts. At the end of the 18th century, fur trading through the Boundary Waters was at its peak. And even today, when people go and visit the Boundary Waters, they can still take the same routes that the French voyagers took in the 16th, 17th, and 1800s. There are many rules and regulations in order to go into the Boundary Waters to keep it protected and clean. According to the Ely Chamber of Commerce, there are over 100 entry points into the Boundary Waters. Anyone who enters the Boundary Waters needs to have a permit to do so, and you can get day permits or you can get numerous day permits depending on how long you want to stay. And when you apply for a permit, you need to enter at the location and the day that you applied for. They also allow 9 people and 4 watercrafts per group. There are no glass bottles or cans allowed into the Boundary Waters. You can bring personal items, but if you do, they need to be kept in safe containers, and you need to take them with you when you leave. There are also fires that are allowed in the Boundary Waters at the campsites, but they need to be in the designated steel grate area. You need to use wood that is already dead. You are not allowed to cut down live vegetation for a fire, and you also cannot bring firewood from home to burn. There are many activities in the Boundary Waters that a visitor can enjoy. There are over 1,200 miles of canoe trails and routes. There are thousands of hiking trails. According to Osthoff, he said that the majestic points surrounding the hiking trail were some of the most exquisite sights he had ever seen in his life. There's also a lot of fishing that happens in the Boundary Waters. There are people that fish on their own, or you can hire a guide to help you to go out and find where the fish are. The main fish that people catch in the Boundary Waters are walleye and bass. There are 1,175 lakes in the Boundary Waters, which sizes range from 10 acres to 10,000 acres big. There's also plenty of beaches on those lakes. There's swimming that visitors do every day. In order to reserve a site, you need to figure out where you're going to go, where you want to enter, and what you want at your campsite. Some campsites offer waterfalls, they offer cliffs or rapids, small lakes, big lakes. It all depends on what you want from your experience in the Boundary Waters. So, in conclusion, the Boundary Waters is over 1 million acre national park that stretches from the United States up to Canada. There are so many activities that you can do when you're there: hiking, canoeing, swimming, fishing. There's also a lot of rules that you need to follow in order to be allowed back into the Boundary Waters and keep it a safe, protected national park. And knowing the history of the park also has been known to help enhance the experience. Thank you.